People always ask, like, what's wrong with women that can have sex without catching feelings? But the truth is, there's nothing wrong with them. It's not that they're broken, it's just conditioning. A lot of women learn to have sex and detach because it's safer. They've been hurt, drugged through the mud, damaged, all of those things. So they wear like emotional armor. So it's not like they don't feel. They don't have feelings. They just learn not to feel them. Biology can't be overridden. Biologically, sex releases oxytocin, and that's a bonding hormone, especially in women. But with all the heartbreak, casual flings become normal. That bond weakens, the brain adapts and accepts. Love gets replaced with logic. And then if you add modern dating culture, a world of options and validation, like the fear of vulnerability, catching feelings now just is like a lose-lose game or a zero-sum game for a lot of women. So it's not that these women are heartless. It's just that they've been conditioned to act like this, and then the fact that so many women are running around here with the masculine imbalance, to their character and their mindsets. It's the outcome you get: a bunch of women who are willing to fuck for free.
Um, I was just processing this, and I guess so on one hand, I struggle um bel believing some things that women say because some of the things that women say they don't even know what they're saying sometimes when it comes to like, oh, I can have sex and not catch feelings. Um in some instances I just would that would go in one ear and out the other because I don't believe them. But as I think about it, if you if you prepare a woman properly for the relationship that you're going to have of it being strictly physical, if you do it the right way, I think that she can do it without catching feelings. But I think typically when we pursue women, we don't typically pursue them that way. And also, we once we get into that sexual relationship, once you start to do things that they associate with relationships, then that's kind of when women start to their mind starts to go otherwhere and they kind of start to loosen up and they start to let you in another way. But I think if you kind of kept hard boundaries, I do think maybe a woman could potentially have sex with a guy and not catch feelings. And also the amount that she likes the guy also plays a part in that. Every guy that a woman has sex with, she don't like that. You know, so yeah.
So you expect an emotional creature such as a woman not to catch no feelings at all? Is that what you're saying? You can train them to do that?
Yeah.
No, you cannot. No, you cannot. You absolutely cannot.
No, Pearl. Dope said he can do it. Now he might got a superpower. I don't know. But
Hell
Dope
no.
said he can do it. That's what he said now.
It sounds good. It sounds real good.
Can I
But
ask
we're
you a
not
question?
dogs.
I'm
You
gonna
cannot.
stand there.
You can't train somebody. I'm sorry, Hank. You go. My bad.
I want to ask a
Oh
question.
no, that's Dope. That ain't me. That's
I
Dope.
want to
That's
ask you a
Dope
question,
talking.
Miss Pearl. Miss Pearl, a woman who sell pussy. Do you think any of them catch feelings with anybody they're having sex with, or sometimes?
I do.
How often you think?
Probably slide with they John.
Well, that's different. That's
I
a
mean,
that's
like
a
not they
different
John.
relation. They
They
pimp.
pimp. Like they
That's a
being love.
different relation. That's a different relationship. That's structurally designed to, in order to control you. I gotta, But in terms of just the men that the sheer numbers of men that they're having sex with, how many are like out of 1,000 do you think they kind of caught feelings for?
Depends on the quality of the relationship. I can't give you a quantifiable answer about how many men she didn't fall in love with. The question should be, has she ever fell in love or fallen in love with any of those? And she's a prostitute. I would definitely say yes. The number of women or men, I don't know. I don't know these prostitutes personally or their history with the men. So once again, give you a quantifiable answer. I can qualitatively tell you that woman has had an emotional experience with at least one of those men. Let's stop playing here. I think the problem is that we're accepting of casual sex. Like, sex is supposed to be, like that lady was saying, something sacred. Like, you're literally trying to detach your emotions and say you can lay with somebody and then not catch feelings when you're literally doing the things that are going to make you catch feelings. And then you're saying, like, if you do things in a relationship type of mode, she's going to eventually catch those feelings. You're having sex. That's part of a relationship. I mean, maybe that's why some of y'all miserable right now, because y'all ain't trying to listen to what's real. Like, you're not supposed to be doing that, point blank, period. God damn. Like, have some structure and some standards about yourself. Like, casual sex, what? For real, we finna sit up here and say that's cool. Like, it's not. I think a lot of women just have adopted that because they see how men move and they think, oh, I can think and do the same thing. You cannot. That's why you miserable right now. That's why you ran through right now. That's why you can't establish and have relationships right now. That's why you emotionally imbalanced right now, because you're trying to operate like a man. Like, stop playing. We're going to have real conversations. Let's have real conversations. Like, ain't no real woman out here trying to have no casual sex with nobody.
That's what feminism taught women. Y'all can do everything a man can do.
That's one of the lies that they told some women. All of us don't believe that shit. I'm standing right here sitting on him.
Oh, no, not saying that. They told all women that. Some of y'all just have more common sense enough than believe it.
I do think I asked a really good question, and I don't want to really diminish it, right? I want you to, if you could try, Miss Pearl, for me, if you could try to remove yourself from your personal beliefs real quick, just to have a philosophical conversation about this. I just want to talk about the philosophy of it. I just want to go into the data that we can, just be reasonable, right? Do you think that based on what a woman does, her environment, that she can be trained to disassociate feelings with sex?
I think she probably had some trauma that makes her disassociate. I think that's where it starts. That's where we get prostitutes, we get strippers, we get OLs, we get these women who once again do these type of things. Something has happened. No woman in a structured household with a loving mother and father just turns into a prostitute, right? Something happens for those women to devalue themselves and allow men to do the same thing. It's not just, oh, I'm coming from a white picket fence, like I said, loving family, and I just decide to become a degenerate. It doesn't happen like that. You don't choose to do that. Something happens that propels you to accept those type of things that happen. Just saying.
I agree with you, right? It's the same way that if I wanted to train my fists to be my knuckles to be really hard, I would need to give my fist trauma in order to, toughen up that skin right there. That's why boxers, their skin is different on they bones are different. It's harder. I agree with you.
So I'm your fist now. Your fist and inanimate objects compared to a person. How you gonna compare the trauma of your hands to the trauma of a person?
No, my hands are real. They're living. They regenerate. It's
You're
real.
living.
Exactly.
Your brain is sending a message to your hands that they're hurt and they're traumatized. What you talking about, Joe? What you talking about?
So do you think that you're emotionally? Do you think that emotionally your body reacts the same way that your hands do, based on the amount of trauma you can go through? You think you can harden and emotionally? You think that's your body trying to protect you from things like that? I'm just asking questions because we having a discussion. I want to know. You might prove me wrong, or you might change my mind.
No, I think that's what I mean when I'm saying dissociation. That's sort of like a survival or a defense mechanism. You're dissociating, or you're allowing certain things to occur because you have, once again, this trauma that you have not healed from. Like, I don't know how many people just talk to prostitutes and see their life and understand who they are without just judging them. But I'm pretty sure, like I said, they didn't just choose to do that. It's probably like a very small percentage of women who are like that, because this is physics. Like, everybody not gonna be on the same side of the spectrum, but that's a really low percentage. Like, those women shouldn't even be a part of the conversation. We're not talking about them. We're not even trying to reach them. We're supposed to reach the masses, the people who have sense, who are looking for some direction. Like, what we talking about?